Good evening. Welcome to this edition of the 411 Talk Zone Radio Show. My name is Leon Jones. Today is Saturday, November 12th, 2016. You can tune in to the 411 Talk Zone Radio Show every Wednesday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Blog Talk Radio. Guest call-in numbers 215-383-5785. If you like my videos, please subscribe to the channel. Also on this channel, we don't engage in any negativity. We like to keep everything positive because this channel is exclusively for educational purposes, news, information. That's the type of platform that I'm growing. I'm relatively a new YouTuber, so I'm still learning the ropes myself. But I just want everybody, if you're interested in learning, this is the channel for you. If you have a business or a topic that you would like for me to discuss, please email me at lej6521@gmail.com. Feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. Make sure that your comments are pithy, no bloviating or pettifogging if you wish to opine. Now on to this evening's topic, and it's for a subscriber of mine. His name is Denelson D. La Rosa. He's a loyal subscriber of mine. He asked me to do a lot of educational videos. He asked me to do one a couple weeks ago on community colleges. So Denelson D. La Rosa is going to get this video on apprenticeships and their effectiveness, and can you become a business with a certification with an apprenticeship? And the answer is yes. And I like apprenticeships. Starting off, everybody is not gifted to go to college. I know in the last 12 years, we have put college in everybody's head. But what's not told about the economy is there are lots of unskilled jobs that need to be filled. Truck drivers, welders, plumbers, electricians. Now, the trades, they're the places to go for apprenticeship programs. Now, a lot of your unions, like the IBEW, the Steelworkers Union, they have apprenticeships, and their programs are pretty good. Now, some apprenticeships, you don't get paid a lot of money, but an apprenticeship is basically for learning. It's getting your hands or the application of what the job requires. You also have some classroom work. You have to remember that. And going to an apprenticeship is very good for a high school student who's not interested in going to college. Again, an apprenticeship is just like going to a community college. It's basically for the trades. HVAC has apprenticeships. Again, electricians, welders. And the good thing about an apprenticeship program is you cut out a lot of the academia, the BS that you don't need when you're going for a degree. And you're getting some experience. And this is what colleges should be teaching their students. I mean, they've come in with internship programs, which an internship is basically as well an apprenticeship because you're getting your hands on. And for an apprenticeship, you're also meeting other people who are doing apprenticeships so you could discuss what goals you want to achieve in a program. A lot of VOTECs, which most of those, they're not being funded anymore, so they're almost non-existent in high schools. Well, back in the 80s, apprenticeships were real huge if you wanted to go into the trades. They are huge as well, but a number of individuals look down on the trades because they're blue collar. We've gotten into this corporate mindset. But an apprenticeship is a place to go where you can learn a trade, a good trade. And let me tell you something. You have lots of trades. I like the plumbing trade. It takes a lot to be a plumber. HVAC. Again, being an electrician is a trade. Now, here's how the program works. It's basically a part-time job, so you won't get paid as much as a full-time employee, but the training is phenomenal, And that just depends on where you go. You don't have to spend a lot of money on an apprenticeship like you would a regular college. And at the end of the day, an apprenticeship is going to give you a return on your investment when it comes to trades. Yes, you have to pay your dues. Unlike college, you can work over the summer. You know you're going back to college. Now, you also have to make it through the training process. So be disciplined when you are on an apprenticeship program. It's very crucial. Also, there could be a waiting list to get into an apprenticeship program. So that's a con of going into the apprenticeship program. But if you're patient enough, you're disciplined enough, and you're really interested in stepping into a trade, apprenticeship is a good program. But again, you have to know what apprenticeship you want to go into. And you have to look at what's in demand for the market. And it has to be something that you like as well. You know, a lot of us, when we seek employment, we're going for the money. That's where you waste your time and you don't move anywhere. But I digress. Going back to the apprenticeships. Because once you finish the apprenticeship, then you go to the journeyman level. You're at the midpoint. That means you got maybe 6 months to a year. And it also depends on how long the apprenticeship is, because some of them could be 6 months, some of them could be 5 years. But after that, you pass everything, you go to the journeyman, and you really get more of your hands-on experience. But you're taking the basics that you've learned from your apprenticeship, and now you're applying. Now, when you are in an apprenticeship and your journeyman level, one of the items you need to achieve, particularly if you are a welder or an electrician, try to get some type of certification. You don't have to necessarily have it, but start working on the basics to get certified. Because when you become a master and then you get your certification, that's going to give you a leg up on somebody who doesn't have a certification. Now, certification is not a degree, but it's a credential to show employers that you have gone through the process, you met all the requirements, you have the experience, and you're marketable. Apprenticeships are very marketable. I'm going to give you a myth buster right now. It used to be apprenticeships were just to become laborers, and that was in construction. That's not true. That is not true at all. Apprenticeships help get your foot into a legitimate trade. And let me tell you something. There are a lot of trades that are not filled. It's because, again, America, they look down on the trades. They think trades are dirty jobs. But you can make a lot of money in trades. Now, once you've gone through the apprenticeship, the journeyman program, and the master program, you work as a master for somebody for a period of, I always say 5 years, to make sure you get your certification. And then you start networking with other companies or other people who are going to need your service. And I'm utilizing the plumbing trade because that's the biggest one with apprenticeship. And once you start meeting people, then you go into business for yourself and you try to get customers, and you're doing all of this for less than you would invest if you're going to college. Like I said, I'm not putting down college because you do need some college as well. America is run by different types of professions. But apprenticeship programs, they're very useful. If you decide to go into an apprenticeship, just research the trade look at the outlook, usually a 10-year outlook. It's in the occupational handbook. The Bureau of Labor and Statistics puts that out. And if you enjoy what you're doing, you won't have any problem succeeding in a trade from a profession, trade or a profession, starting off as an apprentice. Again, let me sum it up. Apprentices don't make a lot of money. So if you're looking to go into the apprenticeship program for the money, then apprenticeship isn't for you. Understand that being an apprentice is for learning on the job training. You have to move up in order to make money just like any other job. But at the end of the day, you get certified by starting off from the apprenticeship, going to the journeyman level, and then from the journeyman level to the master level, you get your experience. Once you have your experience, you start meeting people. Then you decide, okay, I've made my money as a master electrician, a master plumber, a master welder. Again, you have my certification. Then you go on to business for yourself. But the answer to your question, apprenticeships are very good programs. But it's only going to be better if that's what you want to do. And I urge you, check out the apprenticeship programs. Because at the end of the day, it's your career. It's your choice. And that's this edition of the 411 Talk Zone Radio Show. Till next time, my name is Leon Jones. Remember, please be gentle and respectful to each other, and have a wonderful and blessed evening.